G'day, Mcdaddy and Tubby, Campertrailering. Today we have come to Mars headquarters in Hallam for the big reveal of 4 new campers. Okay, so the big reveal is about to start. Let's go down.
All here. All right. Well, thanks, you guys. I know the weather's been pretty ordinary today, and so that makes it a bit hard coming out on a cold Melbourne day. But we do have a couple of vans we want to launch with you today. It's not here, the little surprise one. It was supposed to land a week ago, and it just only landed at the docks yesterday. So unfortunately, we couldn't get it out of the docks and here. But we are going to show you a little video on it. But let's just talk about what we physically have here first. I'm actually going to start with the Jupiter X. This is the Mark II model. So we've done a few little things. There's probably not a lot of amount of upgrades on this, but one that you've probably seen. But a great little layout, especially for couples. You know, getting that bed to the front, bit of a kitchenette there as well. So a nice little model, pop top as well, so hybrid. And covers all the things. So if you've looked at our Mars campers before, you know there's a few things that are fairly standard. Our solar, 600 watt solar, 400 amp hours of battery, the 220 litre water tanks, the grey water. I'm probably telling you things that you've probably already heard, but standard with this. But a great little layout, nice little kitchen off the side here, pantry. We've got a great awning, power awning off this, full annex, and just a great model, the Jupiter X. So an upgrade from what we had before, more some cosmetic things and in this model than probably the others, but really a popular model just for couples and wanting something nice and simple, doesn't have a pop-out bed, it's just a solid body van. And so, yeah, this is our Jupiter X. So get a chance to have a look at it when you go through, and I think you'll really like that one, especially if you're watching this and you're a couple, you don't want the pop-out bed. Everything from here on, we're going to have the pop-out bed, so we're actually going to move along here, and we're going to spend a little bit of time on this one because this is luxe. Now, I don't know about you, but happy wife, happy life is the thing that happens in our family, and even when I want to choose a van, it actually comes down to what my wife wants to choose, not necessarily what I want to choose. Having said that, when I did show her in this, she goes, oh, this is really nice. But this is actually luxe. This is our new Venus 17. And just looking at it, looks stunning. Hard roof as well. When you go in it, if you have a look around, you'll see an amazing club lounge at the front. Really nice space. And then going through, the bed actually is an east-west bed, king-size bed. So you won't see it from this side, but you'll get that east-west bed. And then down the end of the van, separate shower, ensuite, washing machine, all the really luxe features in this van. The kitchen outside, nice little galley kitchen here, and good amount of storage under the kitchen, shelves here. At the front, not only do you have the fridge slider, but you've got this huge boot up the front, all the way through to the other side. Plenty of storage in this van. Yes, it's a bit bigger, 17-footer, but an amazing van and sort of worth a look at. And this is the only one in the country. It came in about 2-3 weeks ago. And so we've already had really good interest on this van, purely because when you walk in it, it's like, wow, this is actually a bit of luxury. Still all your off-road things, everything that we spoke about, like on the other vans, still comes on the Venus 17. We haven't skipped on any of that. And still you have the options to upgrade certain things. If you want more solar, more batteries, any of those sorts of things, you can still do that. So this is the Venus 17. So make sure you take a little bit of time to have a look in this. Let your imagination run wild a little bit, I would say. I saw a couple that I was speaking to this morning. They were looking at another van, and then the wife walked in here and goes, oh, I like this one. So it sort of has that effect on you, the Venus 17. Going from probably the biggest one here to the smallest one we have, and this has been at a couple of shows. We launched this probably at our first show in Bendigo, and I know some of you guys saw it at Bendigo. This van has had the most interest wherever we have shown it. That doesn't matter which show it is, the interest in this van has been huge. It looks small. From this side, you look at it and you think, how can you fit anything in there? The comments, though, when people go in, they go, wow, this is bigger than I expected. And so if you're an old Doctor Who fan, one of the terms being used a lot is it's like the TARDIS. When you go in, it's much bigger than what it is. It has an east-west bed. So that's what you can't see from this side. So when you go in, you can't see that, but then you've got all that room. Still, you've got 600 watt solar on the roof. Still 400 amp hours of battery, 120 litre water tank, 75 litre grey water. This one actually comes with a 3K inverter as well. And so really great little van. Tear weight on this one. So this is the big thing for this smaller one that a lot of people want. They want a bit lighter van. Maybe they don't have as big a tow vehicle. Around 1800 tear, ATM around 2.5 on this one. So good if maybe you've only got 3.1 towing, maybe you don't have 3.5, then certainly the one to look at. It's a cute little van. Still has power awning, still has electric roof. All that stuff comes with it. And just a great little van, and one to check out if you're after something a little bit small, and it sits under $50,000. So this comes in at $49,000. I haven't given you the prices of the other one, just to probably backtrack. The Venus 17 that we looked at, the hard roof, is 75, and then the Jupiter X is 69. Is that right? I'm looking over at Ethan because my brain just went blank just for a moment. But yeah, there's the 3 new vans. Unfortunately, if you're in another part of Australia, we don't have some of these models on display because the 11S here is the only one in the country, and the Venus there is the only one in the country. So we've got them on display here in Hallam. If you happen to be in Brisbane or Perth, Sydney, and Adelaide, where we'll actually be opening our new showroom next week in Adelaide, we don't have them on display just yet, but they will get there. So they're the vans that we've got. A little surprise. Now we're going to show you a little video, but let me just throw a few little numbers at you before we show you what it is. Tear weight of under 1800. It's a 17-foot van. It's going to be a 2.5 ATM. I'm looking 1880. Sorry, I thought under 1880. So under 1900. It's a hard roof. ATM around about 3 ton. I'm going to show you a little video. The difference being, this is going to be one of our first on-road vans. And so what you see here is all off-road vans, and what you're probably known for us is off-road vans. This is going to be the first in our on-road vans, and so let's show you a little video on that. So come over here. This is what I wanted to have physically here, and what I was going to do. This was going to be the big reveal. I had it under a black cloth, and I was going to pull the black cloth off, and you're all going to go, wow, that is amazing. But this is a little bit just to give you a little sneak peek. So there is a little sneak peek. I would have loved to have shown you in person. Now, a few little other things I got to tell you about it before we move on. It is, you would have seen quite a few different options there, like with the slider in the front, and then without the slider, the kitchen in it, without the kitchen in it. So there's a lot of things that we can do on this one. Obviously, if you're looking for a van that's actually at that bit lighter end, and you know, this one's obviously in the white color with all our sort of advertising decor on it. You can do the normal thing that we do with our vans with the honeycomb. The other thing about this is price. Now, that's probably the thing you're probably wondering, how much is this 17-footer going to be? Well, because we physically haven't got the one off the dock to here, we're still in a bit of a window, but we're looking to be between 55 to 60,000. This one is going to be, obviously, you know, with all these things, we're trying to keep it at the best value for money, but until it physically lands here, which is unfortunately next week, I've got to give a little bit of a window, but that's what we're looking at on that. And it's a 17-footer. And so we're really excited about that, because this is going to be the start of some of our on-road models, which for people that may not want all the full off-road capability, we still have solar, we still have batteries, we still have water tanks, all those sorts of things, you know. So you can still do a bit of off-grid living, but if you're sort of thinking, okay, no, I'm not sort of going to do a lot of that, maybe I don't need some of those extra things, then this is going to be a great option for you to get. So that's our new premium 17HR on-road model. And so that's going to be here next week. And so I will post up on our site actual video of the actual van here. And hopefully you guys would have got that video on your YouTube channels and things like that. You'll be able to, I'll send you that video and you'll have that one as well. So there you go. There's our little surprise. Unfortunately, as I said, I would have loved to have done the big reveal, but not to be. Is there anything I've missed, Ethan? So I've done everything. You sure you don't want to come and talk, Ethan? No. Okay. Any questions just before we go? Might as well do that. No questions? Nice. I like to hear that.
I definitely optioned up to individual specifications.
Yeah, like we do with our normal vans, you can option it. Obviously, if you're taking things out, things are getting much lighter. But normally, you know, like with all our vans, options we can do. So change colours, whatever it might be. You saw there was a few options in the video where that front cavity had nothing in it. Then we had the fridge slider in it, and then the back had nothing in it. Then we put the two different kitchens options there in the back as well. So yeah, certainly option it up as we normally would.
That's 240 off-road and off-grid and caravan park power.
Yep. So yeah, it's like you would get here. I think it has 600 solar on the roof still. No, what's it? 400 solar.
And
200 lithium. So yeah. Come and see us if you're interested in seeing this. Just give us your details. We'll give us a call here at the office for anyone's watching the line. Either speak to myself, or I'm going to show him because he hates being on camera, or Ethan. You got to come speak to Ethan. We'll actually look after you. And if you've got any questions and you want to physically come and see this, yeah, let us know, and it'll be here next week. One thing just before we finish, comes up a lot with how to protect your vans, and we've actually very excited to say we're partnering with ArmorOne, which actually look after all that external protection of your van. We've actually got Rob here from ArmorOne, so you would have seen him out the front. If you're interested, go and speak to him. Even if you've already purchased the van from us, you can actually get the ArmorOne protection, and if you're looking to purchase one, then we can do it obviously before you pick it up, or even just after you pick it up. But Rob, do you want to just give a little quick thing? I might stand next to you because I've got the microphones on.
Okay, no worries. So look, thanks Adrian and the whole team for inviting us to be part of this event. So ArmorOne and Mars, we partnered together to provide where we provide surface protection for caravans, hybrids, pop tops. We like to think of it as asset protection. Obviously, you know, the money that people spend on vans, it's all about protecting that van for as long as, in our situation, we offer a lifetime transferable warranty for all of our products, which is a national warranty. So if you buy one of these new vans and go up to Darwin or something, and you've got an issue with the surface protection, in the unlikely event, which we know won't happen, we will take a look at that and rectify it as needed. So what our product is called is it's a graphene, 10H pointed graphene. What that basically is the 10H, that's a hardness scale, so 10's as high as it goes. So it's a liquid graphene ceramic. It gets applied on the external surface of the van. It hardens to a 10H. What it basically does is it protects against colour fading, so it's UV stabilised. So, you know, all vans over time will colour fade without protection. Our product ensures that that doesn't happen. Also, we treat 10 surfaces of your van, so that includes all the external walls, windows, wheels, awning. So our product has got in our packs is a antimicrobial, antibacterial, which protects against prevents against mold, mildew, lichen, moss, all those types of things. All of your, as I said, all your wheels are done, your checker plate's done. That we've actually got out the front. If you have a look, we've got a piece of checker plate where we've treated one half and not the other half, and you can kind of see the differences there. All of your internal is done with a Oecotex certified product, which is basically Oecotex is a accreditation that we have. It's a water-based interior protectant, which coats all of your leather, vinyl, fabric, and whatnot. So our solar armor, which we are the only supplier out there with a dedicated solar armor, which is designed and engineered in Germany. So what that basically does is it protects against, there's also a 10H ceramic. However, it's non-reflective, so it's got what's called an NR rating. So what that basically does is it ensures that your solar panel has got all the protection, but also the efficiency, which is really kind of important. You want the solar panel to do what it does to its full extent. So you also get a care pack thrown in, which is lifetime refillable. Mars are part of our refill program. So if you get once you get the application done, which is done here in house by one of our technicians, the care pack, which includes your shampoos, ceramic conditioner, snow foamer. I'm not sure if everyone knows what a snow foamer is, but it pretty quickly will become your best friend in terms of washing and caring for your van. All of your interior cleaners, wheel cleaner to make sure these nice powder coated wheels stay looking exactly like how they are forever. So look, that's basically what our product is. Happy to have a chat with anyone once you decide to buy one of these awesome vans here. Please have a chat to us. As I said, our product will protect your van for life. And that's what we're about. But please feel free to come and have a chat with us.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Nice. Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Adrian.